on Zoom. Now let's see the tests of similarity. Now tests of similarity, the first test of similarity is SAS test, side angle side test. Now here you have been given two triangles. In these two triangles ABC and PQR, they have not given that these are similar triangles, because if they give it a similar triangle, then you don't have to prove anything. But if you have to prove these two triangles are similar triangles, then you will have to use one of the three tests. First test is SAS test. So here let's see AB upon PQ. AB upon PQ is 3 upon 4.5, which is 2 by 3. Similarly, BC upon QR is 4 upon 6, which also comes out to 2 by 3. So from this you get that two triangles, there are two sides which are in the same ratio. Two pairs of sides are in the same ratio. AB upon PQ is also 2 by 3 and BC upon QR is also 2 by 3. So since both the sides are in the same ratio, so you get one condition, that is side and side. Here the sides are not congruent. Here the sides are just proportional. That means it has to be in the same ratio. Now here it's already mentioned in the diagram that the angle between those two sides, the angle has to be the angle between the two sides. That means angle ABC and angle PQR. Those are the angle between the two proportional pairs of sides. So those angles are marked congruent. So the third condition, that is besides two sides being proportional, the included angle means the angle has to be the angle between those two pairs of sides which are already given proportional. You can't have angle A equal to angle P first. If that was the data given, then you can't use SAS test, because there two pairs of sides are in the same ratio, but that angle A and P are not the included angle. So please understand, the included angles have to be equal, that is angle B and Q have to be equal. So in this case that is marked in the figure. So with these three steps, step number 3 and 4, from 3 and 4 you can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR by SAS test. So this is the first test of similarity. Please remember that sides are not necessarily equal. If they were equal, fine, their ratio would be 1:1. But it need not be congruent, it just has to be in the same ratio. 2:3, 2:3. So for SAS test, the pairs of angles which are congruent must be the included angle, that is the angle between the two pairs of proportional sides. If two triangles are similar, then this is something that comes under any test of congruency or any test of similarity. If two triangles are similar by any test, of course here we just saw SAS test, we are just writing the condition that if two triangles are similar, then all the three corresponding pairs of sides will be proportional. Here you are only given the two pairs of sides are proportional, they are in the ratio 2:3. But what is the third pair of side? AC upon PR. So AC upon PR will also give you the same ratio. Why? Because you have already proven that those two triangles are similar. So since those two triangles are similar, therefore all the three pairs of sides will be in the same ratio, that is they would be proportional. Now this sign means 1-to-1 correspondence. The meaning of that symbol is there is a 1-to-1 correspondence. That means angle A is equal to angle P. Angle B is equal to angle Q. And angle C is equal to angle R. Now if you go, first pair of side is AB. AB is 1 and 2, first two alphabets. There the first two alphabets is PQ. So AB upon PQ, 1, 2 upon 1, 2. That will be in the same ratio as 2, 3. 2, 3 is BC. And here 2, 3 is QR. So BC upon QR. And AC 1, 3. AC upon PR, that is again 1, 3. So this symbol indicates 1-to-1 correspondence. This is not commonly used in our chapter. But this you need to understand, because even without looking at the figure, once you have written this in the proper one-to-one correspondence, when you are proving it, you can directly write this step by just looking at this step. Here AB is the first and the second alphabet, so upon PQ. So AB upon PQ is same as BC 2 and 3, upon that 2 and 3 is QR, AC 1, 3 upon PR, that is 1, 3. So you can use this provided you have written this step in the proper one-to-one correspondence. Means you have to write ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Had you written QPR, then that is not applicable. So always the final step, it should be in the proper one-to-one correspondence. When you do more sums, you will get used to it. So you can say that since these two sides are already known, you know that AB upon BQ is 2:3. You also know that BC upon QR is 2:3. So you will get AC upon PR. AC upon PR is also 2:3. So the third pair of sides, which is proportional, that also you will get AC upon PR is 2:3. Also, if second thing, if two triangles are similar, you need to know two things are possible if two triangles are similar. One is all the corresponding pairs of three pairs of corresponding sides will be proportional in the same ratio. So you got all three pairs of side has the same ratio, 2:3. How did you get 2:3? From what data is given. From that you figured out the ratio is 2:3. And the other two angles, other two pairs of angles which are not mentioned congruent, they will also be congruent. That's if the two triangles are similar. If two triangles are similar, then all the three pairs of angles will be congruent. So B was already given congruent to Q. So now A will be congruent to P. A will be congruent to P because that's the one-to-one correspondence. A is corresponding with P. And C will be congruent to R. C is the third alphabet and R is the third alphabet in the one-to-one correspondence. So C will be congruent to R, or angle C and R will be equal. So that's what is written. When you write angles, there may be more than one angle at a particular vertex. So do not call it as angle A. Here it is okay even if you call it as angle A and P, because angle A means there is only one angle. But had there been a line joining here, then you have to specifically use three alphabets. So I always suggest that whatever the case, when you write an angle, specifically write three alphabets. Angle BAC is equal to angle QPR. So angle BAC is equal to angle QPR. Angle ACB is equal to angle PRQ. ACB or BCA is equal to QRP. Reason CAST means corresponding angles of similar triangles. Most of the school teachers allow this, but yes, one or two teachers will tell you have to write the full form. So in that case, you ask your school teacher if they allow it. In the boards, it is allowed. CAST is allowed in the boards. Here, you wrote CSST, which means corresponding sides of similar triangles. That is proportional. Some teachers may say that if your class teacher tells you, then finally she is going to correct your term papers. So that's why then you write the full form. But CSST and CAST are standard short forms which are even used in textbooks, and it is allowed in the board. So please copy this down. Here we did only the first test of similarity, that is SAS test. And when you prove two triangles are similar by whatever test, we've only done one test. One thing you have to make sure is that write it in the proper sequence of similarity. Here AB was with PQ, so AB and PQ were written as first and second alphabets. And then you had BC with QR, so BC is second and third, and QR is second and third alphabets. That's how you wrote it when you wrote the similarity. Even angle B and Q, angle B was second, so angle Q is written second. So this means one-to-one correspondence between the two triangles is this. So from that, once you've proven the two triangles similar, you can say that the corresponding sides, all pairs of corresponding sides are proportional, not congruent, no, proportional. That means they are in the same ratio. So from that you could figure out that AC upon PR is 2:3. And all the three pairs of angles will be congruent to each other. So B was already congruent to Q, so A will be congruent to P and C will be congruent to R. This is conclusions of two similar triangles. When you say sides are proportional, you will write CSST, and when you say angles are equal, you will write CAST. Remember, we have only similarity in 10th standard, there is no congruency. So the tests of similarity are slightly different. Some of them are same. Yes, of course, in congruency also you had SAS test. Here also SAS test, but there the sides have to be equal. In this case, the sides just have to be in the same ratio. We go on to the second test of similarity. Yeah, so now here you have the second test, that is AA test. Now in the second test of similarity, you have two pairs of angles of two triangles are equal, then the two triangles will be similar by AA test. So now here I have angle A is 30 degree. In this figure, angle Q is 30 degree. In the first figure, angle C is 70 degree, and in the second triangle, angle R is 70 degree. Now, when you write the steps to prove that the two triangles are similar, you will write angle BAC is equal to angle PQR, they are 30 degree each. And angle BCA is equal to angle PRQ, both are 70 degree. So since you have two pairs of angles and the two triangles are equal, therefore you will say that the two triangles are similar by AA test. So the second test of similarity is AA test. Now this is the most simplest test of similarity, and usually in the board exam something very simple is asked. But now here you have to be careful. Why you have to be careful? See, it is not triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. You're not going to write it alphabetically, but you have to write it as per the correct one-to-one correspondence. So if you write triangle ABC in the left hand side, then A is equal to Q. So A is written first, so the second triangle will start not with PQR, it will be Q. Then you have written C is equal to R. So if you have written C third, the third alphabet there will be R. And the second letter is the missing angle, that is angle B, and there it is angle P. So you have to write the triangle similar in the correct one-to-one correspondence. You know A is congruent to Q. So A is written first, Q is written first. So they have to be written in proper sequence. C is congruent to R, C is written third here, the third alphabet is C. So there the third alphabet has to be the corresponding angle, that is R. Don't blindly write ABC and PQR. You have to see which angles are equal or which sides are proportional and then write it. Once you have written this in the proper sequence and write the name of the test, it's very important that once you prove triangle similar, you have to write by which test. If you don't write this, you lose marks. So once you have written that, then you can easily say that angle B, that is angle ABC, and angle QPR, they are equal. Why? Corresponding angles of similar triangles, they are going to be equal. Also, you can write the corresponding pair of sides are proportional. Purposely, I have not filled in the blank of the denominators. So now when you take AB, AB is the first two pairs of sides. Now this is written in proper one-to-one correspondence. So therefore you need not even look at the figure. Because the correspondence is proper, since AB is 1, 2 here, first two alphabets, there you will write QP or PQ. QP or PQ, that is the same side. So you can write AB upon QP. You can, instead of QP, even write PQ, that is perfectly fine. BC, second and third alphabet, so there second and third alphabet is PR. BC upon PR, and last is AC, 1 and 3, first and third alphabet, so there also QR, first and third alphabet, that is QR. So this is how you will write the corresponding sides are proportional with the correct one-to-one correspondence. Remember, we didn't write here PQR blindly. We had to choose which angles were congruent and accordingly write the pairs of angles A with Q, first alphabet A and Q, C with R, third alphabet C and R. So B and P automatically will become congruent or proportional, they will be the same. So now this test can also be called triple A, but it is not required. Only double A is required, because obviously if two angles of a triangle of two triangles are equal, then the third angle has to be equal, because sum of angles of triangle of any triangle is 180. So obviously this would be 80 degree and this also would turn out to be 80 degree. So that need not be proved. You can stop at AA test. Now we go on to the last test of similarity, that is SSS test. Now the third and final test of similarity is SSS test. So in this similarity there is nothing called RHS or something, that is all congruency. Now they say you forget congruency, think of similarity. Only three tests: SAS, angle, and SSS. This is the third and final test of similarity. Now if all three sides of two triangles are proportional, that means they are in the same ratio, then two triangles will be similar by SSS test. So you have to look at these two triangles. They are not in the same direction of shapes. So you will have to look at it and figure out whether all the three sides are in the same ratio. You can look at this. This is looking as the shortest side here, and here PQ is the shortest side. So you can see that BC upon PQ is in the same ratio, that is 2:3. BC upon PQ is in the same ratio, 2:3. So look at it that way. Look at the shortest side, which is visible, and then you see whether the other sides are also in probably the same ratio. If you look at AB, the side which may be almost perpendicular to BC, it is not given perpendicular, so I can't assume it is perpendicular. And then look at PR. That would be the side which is almost looking perpendicular to PQ. Now, these two are in the ratio 4:6, which reduces to 2:3. So very good. We have got AB upon PR is 4/6, that is 2/3. And BC upon PQ is also 2:3. So now the other side which remains is AC and RQ. AC and RQ is 5/7.5. Both are divisible by 2.5, so it will be 2:3. So we are getting all the three pairs of sides are in the same ratio, that is 2:3. So therefore, after writing the statement that AB upon PR is equal to BC upon PQ is equal to AC upon RQ, that is 2:3, then we can say that triangle ABC is similar to, don't blindly write PQR. So that's why I have left it blank. Now you have to think AB and PR. So I could probably write AB and here I will write PR. Now next step is BC with PQ. BC It is coming RQ. So therefore I will reverse PR and I will write it as RP. And now I will check. So AB with PR, AB with PR, PR and RP is same side, so you can write PR as RP. BC with PQ, BC is second and third, so if I write Q as the third alphabet there, so then BC 2 3 upon PQ 2 3. AC is 1 and third alphabet, and down below AC is RQ. RQ is also 1 and 3, so that's the correct sequence. So you have to write the similarity in the correct 1-to-1 proportionality. Had I written ABC and PQR, then that would not be the correct 1-to-1 correspondence, and that will not give you the corresponding what are the congruent angles. Now here, without looking at the figures itself, I can make out, because my proportionality is correct. How is my proportionality correct? Once again look at it. AB upon PR. So AB is 1 2 upon PR or RP is the same thing. It is 1 2. So 1 2 upon 1 2. First 1 2 means first two alphabets. BC upon QR. BC is second and third alphabet. So therefore BC upon PQ. So BC and PQ. Here second and third alphabet is PQ. So that is also correct. And AC upon RQ. AC first and third alphabet. RQ first and third alphabet. So directly we are getting AB upon PR is equal to BC upon PQ is equal to AC upon RQ. So that is being satisfied. So this is how you will write it in the correct 1-to-1 proportionality. And then we can directly say that the first alphabet with the first alphabet, that is angle A, is congruent to angle R. Second alphabet, angle B, is congruent to second alphabet here, that is angle P. And angle C, which is the third alphabet, is congruent to the third alphabet there, that is angle Q. So directly the reason can be written as corresponding angles of similar triangles. But this directly writing this way is possible only if the fifth step, that is the 1-to-1 proportionality, is correct. Only then you can write it in that form. So now we have learned all the three tests of similarity. We will do 2 or 3 sums based on similarity on the video, and the remaining I will do it with you on Zoom.